Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about a special case scenario. Now, you have seen applicants, and applicants can have a great profile, a great GRE, maybe a great SAT, whatever they've taken, their CGPA is great, everything else is great, maybe they have some work ex as well, but at the end of the day, they're not able to meet the minimum requirements of getting into a university. And the minimum requirement that I'm talking about over here is the TOEFL, the IELTS, the language test minimum requirement. If you're not able to meet that requirement and you still want to go ahead, study abroad at your dream university, well, what that means is that you still have an option. Okay, now there's of course two options over here. The first is you go ahead and you take the language test again, you try to get the minimum required score. But let's say that you have tried that and it's not working, you're just not able to get the English language score. Well, in that case, what you will do is you will look for a pathway program. Now, this is a great alternative. You don't have to drop your plans for a bachelor's, master's, whatever you want to go abroad for, and you can still go to the university of your choice. Now, when I say university of your choice, again, I'll get back to this point later. Not all universities offer the pathway programs, but it's a good option for people who are not able to meet the minimum English requirements and they still want to study abroad. Okay, so a couple of universities offer pathway programs. Now, what are pathway programs? Pathway programs means that there can be two options. Number one, you are studying one full semester of English language. Okay, you're studying one full semester of English language before you move on to your bachelor's or master's in computer science, engineering, mechanical, whatever you're studying later on. Okay, so whatever you're applying for, that comes in later. First, one semester you study the English language. That's case number one. Now the case number two. Now this one is a lot more favorable. This just means that you will be studying the course, mechanical, computer science, whatever you want to study. You will be studying it from day one. But at the same time, you will have one extra course that you will have in your curriculum. And that is, you guessed it right, the English language. Okay, so there's two scenarios. Either you study the English language before your course begins, or you study it simultaneously. Okay, so these two scenarios, again, they depend on the universities, they depend on how the university is offering you the pathway program, whether it's through a third party or if the university is offering the program directly at their campus, or the third parties on their campus, or completely depends. It can be a lot of things, but at the same time, you should just remember, only go for this option, only go for the pathway programs option if you're not fulfilling the minimum requirements. Okay, otherwise it's just not worth it. If your consultant, if your friend, if your relative, if your anyone that you know is pushing you towards a pathway program, generally they have an ulterior motive. Because personally, I have almost never recommended a pathway program to any one of my clients unless and until their plans of studying abroad would drop off and they would not be able to go forward, and they're not just qualifying for their English language score. Everything else has to be great, everything else is great, but they just cannot qualify for the English language score. Well, in that case, just dropping off the plan, well, it's better you go for a pathway program, maybe spend $5,000-$10,000 more, but you get to the university of your choice. Now, coming to the university of your choice, not every university will offer the pathway program, and I understand that's not a great thing, that's not what you want, that's not ideal. But hey, look, it's better than dropping off all your plans and giving up on the idea of studying overseas at your favorite university and experiencing the whole culture overseas, experiencing new kind of people, living over there in a new country and making a new life for yourself. It's not worth giving everything up. If you just need to go this year and you do not have any other choice, take up the pathway program. Be sensible in that aspect. Okay, so that's everything I want to tell you about the pathway programs. If you think that the information that I've given you over here is legitimate, what you can do is you can subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, I'll really appreciate it, and I wish to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now.